Players lost in ruin trying to evade a Medusa, but they've lost track of her. Where is she? I don't know. Let me check. I peek around the corner and roll spot. Are you sure you want to? 19. Booyah. Plus 12 is 31. What do I see? Well, what everyone else sees as you look around the corner and turn to stone. Centaurs can let medium creatures ride on them. Centaurs are also medium creatures. Time to play an all-centaur party and stack up into effing Voltron. Evil campaign. Girl joins the group with a warlock sorcerer. Has the beast speech invocation. Oh cute, she's going to be talking to all the animals. Proceeds to exploit low beast intelligence again and again. Promises impossible payoffs and awful punishments in exchange for a near-infinite army of familiars and spies. Walking through a city. She casts a light blast fireball on a piece of rations. DM describes how a bead of orange light forms around the piece. Proceeds to mush the rest of the rations over the bead. She calls a pigeon over to her. Convinces the bird that if it takes the ration to the top of the clock tower it can eat the ration, and more if it comes back to her afterwards. Bird flies up the tower where it perches. Unwraps the ration and starts pecking. Massive explosion shakes the city as burning chunks of wood and rock explode outward from the tower. BDM. Player brings his kid to game, asks if kid can learn how to play D&D with us for a bit. I agree, but only if the kid behaves. Game starts and I have the kid sitting next to me, his mother on his other side. Kid and I are the only ones who can see behind the screen. I run the game as normal, explaining the rules to the kid as we go along. When basics are explained, give kid an NPC to talk to the group with. Kid is awkward at roleplay, but does good job. Everyone plays along except for that guy. Edgy rogue tries to choke guard in broad daylight to make things move faster. Fails miserably, resulting in squad of guardsmen in guardhouse coming out. Fighting ensues. Give kid control of guard captain. Gives orders to his men and proceeds to tactics the shit out of the party. Party leader tries to talk things down, explains what happened. I'm about to let them off with a fine, but kid sees my notes and announces that assaulting an office is punishable by death. Points to that guy. Says only he needs to die. Childishly evil smiles.jpg. My face when I can blame the death of the PC I've been trying to kill on the kid. My face when that guy rage quits game and we replace him with kid. My face when kid makes a min-maxed wizard build.
How can I make a badass no-kill policy character?
Be me. Ex-soldier turned cleric. Be a specialist in the field of exorcism. Be traveling across the Sword Coast performing exorcisms. I don't do it for money. I do it for the happy little people. Anytime there is a possession you can bet I will be there. My methods would seem unorthodox though. I do not use holy water, holy symbols, or even prayer. All I need is my trusty mace. My mace is my paintbrush. Coats the fiend's soul in pain. All I do is continue to beat the possessed into submission with continuous coats of pain. And after enough coats, the fiend will leave the host to run away in fear from me. I typically heal the victim from the wounds I caused in my assault. Once they are restored, I take my leave. But they always stop me to get my name. I tell them it's Robert of the House Ross. And that my mace is my paintbrush. They thank me for beating the devil out of them.
We have had enough examples of bad DMs. Give examples of good DMs, preferably from your own groups.
Be playing Adventurers League a few years ago. Had a cool DM who was very tolerant with our shit. We had a kid around the age of 11 in our group who was constantly sick. Kid had some sort of disability which left him wheelchair-bound and constantly in and out of the hospitals. Kid enjoyed playing D&D with us, but it was usually difficult when he needed to go to the hospital. Our DM realized that it would be difficult to schedule around this. Our DM also knew how much this kid loved D&D. So the DM decided to do something for the kid. The day before one of our sessions, the DM visited the kid at the hospital. The DM then gave the kid a gift. It was a laptop with a webcam that the DM bought for him. He told the kid that if he couldn't attend a session due to him being hospitalized, the kid could Skype us from the hospital to play with us. The kid never missed a single session after that. All in all, it was fun playing with that group. Subscribe for more text posts that I totally haven't stolen, and leave a like.